Hello. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe it has been 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. I am so excited to be here. And as you're coming in, please do share this broadcast, and also engage with me, interact. And also give me some hearts. I would appreciate the hearts. Welcome, PD. He is in the house as he said he would be. So I'm glad to have you. Who am I? Who is this woman? I am your host and coach, Karen, Coach KG Gilliam from the Pacific Northwest in my new home. And look, I got a lot to do, let me just tell you, but all in due time. I did not want to cancel another week because truly, this is very important. Welcome to Turn It Up Thursday, your Friday Eve personal development session where we are helping you to be your best authentic self and designing your life. That's right. Not living by default. And so we are here today to continue on our journey with John Maxwell's book right here. Put your dream to the test. So I just want to know if I got dreamers out there, are you a dreamer or are you a dream builder? And you'll hear more about that later. But we have been in this book. We are now 2 chapters away from the end, but it will not end there. You don't want to miss, let's see, 2 more weeks, because we're going to totally analyze what you have learned these weeks with the book. So I'm excited. Hope you're excited. And I am one who is very passionate. You'll hear it, you'll see it today about people's dreams coming true. And so however long it takes, I want it to happen. And so I am so excited. Please let me know who's here along with PD, and whether you're watching live or watching the replay. I just want to know that you're here, and let people know where you're viewing from, because we have people from all over the country viewing. We are also right now on YouTube and LinkedIn. So those of you on those channels, welcome. So glad to have you. And so before I get into the lesson, let me just say, how many of you know moving is no joke? Oh my goodness. I had all of my children, and majority of my grandchildren, even the 5-year-olds helped, the twins. And there is just so much. And I'm telling people, we do spring cleaning. When it comes to spring cleaning, also purge what you've accumulated in that last year. Because if you wait until you move, let me just tell you, it is not fun. So take a word to the wise from Coach KG that you purge when you spring clean. Get rid of stuff you haven't used in the last year. So that's a little side note. So we're going to dive in now. I'll tell you what we're going to do, because it has been a couple of weeks. So we are going to sort of review the chapters very quickly and briefly. We're going to review the chapters that we have already dived into. And then we'll touch on chapter 9 today. And then all depends on our time frame. I may continue with the review next week and touch on chapter 10. But know this, if you can, pick up the book. I promise you, it's a great investment for you. So let's talk about, first of all, if you're just viewing this for the very first time, John Maxwell wrote this book, Put Your Dream to the Test. And the very first thing he asked us to do is to take the dream test. So there are 10 questions, and each question has 4 statements that you are to answer true or false. Now, the idea is to get more truths than you have false, but be very truthful and honest with yourself when it comes to taking this test. And then each chapter is one of the questions that he talks about more in depth. And there's success work. You know, I don't call it homework because no one wants to do homework, but you do want to be successful, but you do know that it takes work to become successful. So the success work at every chapter is to help you to be able to turn any of the false answers that you had to the statements for that question, which is, of course, still the chapter. So chapter 1, if you haven't taken the dream test, by the way, you can put in the comments, Coach KG, please send me the dream test. And I will send you a copy of that through Messenger, or if I know you personally, I can send it to you in a text message. But answer those 10 questions very honestly. So let's talk about chapter 1. Chapter 1 is called the ownership question. And this is the question that Dr. Maxwell had for us. Is my dream really my dream? Whose dream is it? Make sure that it is your dream, not someone else trying to live their life through you and placing their dreams on you. Make sure that it is your dream. Take ownership for what you truly, really want in this life. This is part of the designing your life process, is knowing what you want and visualizing it. And I now say, we got to work on your mindset, because to achieve what you really, really want, if you haven't received it already, something is missing. Something is missing. Or there's some stinking thinking going on in your mind. So you cannot achieve a dream you do not own. That is flat out the truth. You cannot achieve it if it is not your own. So that was chapter 1. Now, chapter 2 is the second question of the dream test, which is the clarity question. And this question, do I clearly see my dream? And if you want to accomplish your dream, you must be and have it in focus. You have to take the rose-colored glasses off, but clearly see what it is that you are desiring to achieve. Your dream, the reality that you want to see in your life. So, do you have a clear vision of it? Could you articulate it to someone in a sentence or two? Clearly, you have to clearly see and have in focus your dream. You must define it before you pursue it. Let me say that again. You must define it. Details. before you can pursue it. If it's fuzzy and non-specific, it's just and will remain a dream, a fantasy. All right? So let's go on to chapter 3. Chapter 3 is the reality question. And with the reality question, am I depending on factors within my control to achieve my dream? This is when we decided that we no longer wanted to be just dreamers. We wanted to be dream builders. That means we're going from thinking about it, talking about it, to actually doing something about it. Each and every day, do something towards your dream, no matter how small you think it is. Thinking, oh, it won't make a difference. Yes, it will, because it is the consistency in what you do. So, living your dream is focusing on what you can do, not what you can't do, what others can do. It's also not fate or luck. This is what you can control, is the activity that you take. Now, chapter 4, probably one of my favorite of the chapters, is the passion question. And the passion question is, does my dream compel me to follow it? What does that mean? Well, do you eat, sleep, drink, think constantly about your dream? Is it consuming every thought in your mind? Is it something that on a daily you wake up with the images in your mind? Do you talk about it through the day? Are you careful who you talk to? Because if you do not have passion for it, that is that unquenchable desire to pursue it, then chances are you won't do it. So, is it a passion for you? A passion is, do you love it? And you love what you do? And you do what you love? You have what you love. And definitely do not let things have you. So your dream also has a purpose. A purpose. So we have to remember that it's not just about what I or you can accomplish. It's also about who are we giving it to? Whose lives are we making better? What legacy are we creating through the dreams that we have? That is when you take what you love, learn to make a living at it, and you'll never, ever job. I won't say work, because you got to work for it, but you won't job ever again. All right. So that is the passion question. Chapter 5 is the pathway question. And the pathway question is, do I have a strategy to reach my dream? Now, let me tell you, do not wait till you have a strategy. But as you develop the other areas that we just talked about, the strategy, the how will come. All right. So do you have a pathway? Do you know where you want to go? How you want to get there? And that is in chapter 5, you develop that. So take charge of your dream. Now, chapter 6 is the people question. And this question is, have I included the people I need to realize my dream? I say that people are in your life either for a season, a reason, or a lifetime. When it comes to your dream, they could be in one of those categories, but they have to be the right people to help you realize your dream, to support your dream. Basically, having like a dream team. I'm careful who I share my dream with because not everybody, intentionally or non intentionally, will support you when it comes to your dream. So you want to share with those who um, can see past the trying to protect me, um, wanting me to be cautious. You see what I'm saying? Because a dream builder doesn't care about being cautious. They are focused on the end result. So, have you included the people that need to be a part of realizing your dream? Chapter 7. Ooh, this one we got really deep with the cost question. And am I willing to pay the price for my dream? You are paying a price by not having your dream be a reality right now. You're paying a price for it. So you want to be able to say, I'm willing, no matter what the cost, no matter what the obstacles, I am willing to pursue this dream. Chapter 8 was the last one that we talked about. So it was the tenacity question. Am I moving toward my goal? Am I moving toward my goal? At some point, you need to take a checkup when it comes to pursuing your goal, because sometimes we can get distracted and be on a detour to our dream. So we want to make sure that we do a check-in with ourselves. And I don't want to give too much away in the next couple of weeks but we're going to do that in the next couple of weeks without giving any details. You don't want to miss it, because we're going to take these questions and we're going to score ourselves. We're going to score ourselves. And then we're going to see what Dr. Maxwell says about our score. You don't want to miss it, because I tell you, when I did it, it was so invigorating. So definitely be here in 2 weeks. Also, when we're talking about, am I moving closer to my goal? Do you have a plot for your course? Have you plotted your course? Are you journaling so you can put your thoughts from here down on paper? These are all important steps so you can see if you are actually getting closer to your goal. So now, chapter 9 is where we're going to pick up today for a few minutes. And this chapter, the question is, I have to bring it to my notes. Sorry. Okay, it's the fulfillment question. The fulfillment question. And the question is, does working toward my dream bring satisfaction? If you're not satisfied in working toward your dream, then chances are it is not a passion. It is not something that you have gifts, talents, or strengths for. So this question is important because you want to have fulfillment. You want to see that with every day, every step, every step that you take toward that dream, that it is bringing you fulfillment. Henry David Thoreau said, if one advances confidently in the direction of his or her dreams and endeavors to live the life which he or she has imagined, he or she will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. If you are passionate about your dream, you probably have the energy, you have the incentive. You don't need to look at a clock. You don't need a clock to wake up because it is you. It is you. That's why, and I know we all do what we have to do, but that's why a job is so unfulfilling to people, where they hate being there. They watching the clock the whole time they're there. They looking for excuses to not have to work. And when it's time to go home, they're the first ones out the door. But see, when you start to work, even with a job, work on that dream to definitely fuel your future. Hey, Miss Martha, welcome, welcome. Glad you could be a part of with us today. I know I have missed you. I have missed you. 2 weeks is too long. Never, never do I want to do that again. So welcome, Miss Martha. Glad to have you. So we just had a review, and Miss Martha, you can go back and watch the replay, because since it's been a couple of weeks, I sort of went through the chapters that we have already covered in Dr. Maxwell's book. But now we're talking about chapter 9, which is we're 2 chapters to the end. But I said that is not going to be the end. You want to be here in 2 to 3 weeks, all depends. When we sort of wrap this all up and truly see where you are, so we can plot a course to where you want to be, where you want to go. So you want to stay tuned for that. All right. Well, Coach KG, does it really matter if my dream brings me satisfaction? Absolutely. Absolutely. And even if you say, well, what makes a difference as long as I keep going? No, you have to see the difference in you. See, the dream, where you're going is great, but it's what's happening within you. What's happening within you that will make the difference. I'm telling you. Let me just say, and I use myself as a personal example. Let me just say that I have seen changes in myself. Yes. I'm talking about since, let's say I arrived here in the Pacific Northwest 2 years ago. I'm not that same person. You know, to quote Les Brown, I'm hungry. I've wasted enough time. So I have put away the things that no longer serve me. So the dream can become a reality quicker. Do you follow me? So, hey there, Phyllis from Hampton, Virginia. East Coast is in the house. Also, PD is in Texas. So I know the Central Coast is also here. And I guess I'm the one lonely person right now that is from the West Coast. So we'll see. All right. All right, Miss Martha. Yes. She is going strong on her 30-day challenge. Woo! Let me tell you that Miss Martha is not letting any grass grow under her feet. Let me just say, 72 years young, still pursuing her dream. She is a dream builder, and she is meeting the challenge. So I'm so proud, Miss Martha, for you. Achieving a dream is more than just you accomplishing a dream. It is who you become. That's what I'm talking about. Who you become in the process. Is it fulfillment or frustration? If you are frustrated with what you thought was your dream, it is not a dream. Then you might go back to question 1. Is it your own dream? Because it should not bring you frustration. It should be fulfillment. All our successes are the same. All our failures are too. We succeed when we do something remarkable. We fail when we give up too soon. Oh, ooh. You know, you've heard failure is never final, but it's final if you give up and not. You can always start again. You can always start again. So this is about fulfillment. So how do I find fulfillment, Coach, when I'm in that gap? When, yes, I see it, but it seems so far away when it comes to my goal, my dream. Let me tell you what fulfilled people, according to Dr. Maxwell, do in the gap. Number 1, fulfilled people understand the difference between the dream and its realization. So he says, if you answered a reality question, go back to that one, then your dream is achievable. Yes, definitely, Phyllis. So if you answered the reality question, go back to it. And if you answered it positively, then your dream is achievable. You shouldn't even have any doubts in your mind. It will be reality. Now, it's so important for you to understand this because you want to be fulfilled while striving toward the dream. If you think that you can only be fulfilled when you get to the dream, you've missed the point. You've missed it. The journey. There's joy in the journey. The sign behind me, and I know you can't see the bottom because my banner is covering it, but it says, believe in the journey of your dreams. Yes, believe in the journey. So, fulfilled people understand the difference between the dream and its realization. Number 2, fulfilled people. Now, I guess we've added on. So we went from being a dreamer to a dream builder. So now we are fulfilled dream builders. Come on now. Type that in the comment section. We are fulfilled dream builders. We're working on our dream, but we are fulfilled in the process because we know the difference between the dream and realization. So number 2, fulfilled people understand the size of the dream determines the size of the gap. And what's the gap? The gap is your dream and reality. That's the gap. Now, the bigger the dream, the potential of fulfilling it is. However, bigger the dream, the greater the gap between the birth and fruition. The gap is there. But what you don't want to do is fall in the gap. You want to keep going. That's right, Miss Martha. We are fulfilled dream builders. It's a journey. So Andrew Carnegie said this, if you want to be happy, set a goal that commands your thoughts, liberates your energy, and inspires your hopes. Number 3, fulfilled people keep dreaming, even in the journey. You don't stop dreaming. You keep dreaming in the process of achieving the dream. That keeps the dream alive. That keeps us the fulfillment there, especially when we have tasks that may not be something we look forward to. We have to keep dreaming. Number 4, fulfilled people appreciate, yeah, every step forward in the journey. That's right. Every time you take a step, you are grateful. You have an attitude of gratitude that you get to take these steps. When so many people just settle for whatever, that's living by default. But as a fulfilled dream builder, you know that you should be grateful for every step you take. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better and closer to my dream. Number 4. Oh, that was number 4. Number 5, fulfilled people or fulfilled dream builders make new discoveries while living in the gap. If you keep moving toward your dream and you keep your eyes open as you're going on your journey, eventually you'll find open doors that will lead you to some great discoveries. So keep your eyes open because you're going to see new discoveries in the journey. You have the potential to make every wonderful discovery in the pursuit of the dream. None will be greater than what you discover about yourself. Oh my goodness. I know up to this point, you probably said, well, Coach KG, I thought all this time we're talking about achieving a dream. And all of a sudden you say something that is profound. Yes, because as you pursue this dream, there is not going to be anything that is more gratifying in this journey than the discovery of who you are. Who you are, what makes you. What is your passion? What keeps you going? You see what I'm saying? The dream is the byproduct, but the process is what is going to be the greatest discovery for you. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. When you are able to say, wow, I didn't even know this was me. I didn't even know this was me. It took you to pursue a dream, to discover the authentic you. Let me tell you, look around at people. Day in, day out, they do the same thing. They go the same place. They eat the same thing. It's mundane. They have no reason to discover themselves because what they do is pointless. It's pointless. It's not until you make the decision to go after what you truly want from this life and stay on that journey that you discover who you really are. If that is not a revelation for you today, I just don't know what to say. Because that's it. That's it. I was thinking, and I might do it later today or tomorrow, posting a question on social media. Who are you? And see what people comment. Probably most people won't know how to answer that question. Interesting. I hope you are ready. I'm trying to just strap myself down to this chair because it's not the dream. I mean, yes, you're going after it. It's who you become in the process to discover the real you that will catapult you to the fruition of that dream. All right. I need to move on. Number 6. You know what Dr. Maxwell said? I promise I'm going to get to number 6. He said, in the end, it is not our dreams that we conquer. We conquer ourselves. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Miss Martha said, I am my dream being manifested. Yes, you are. In the end, it is not our dreams that we conquer. It is ourselves. We shed off the old you, and the new you is being developed as you pursue what it is you truly want. So number 6, fulfilled people buy in to the natural law of balance life. Of balance. Life is both good and bad. Successful people do what is right no matter how they feel, and by doing right, they feel good. It's a mindset, Phyllis. Yes. And that is why PD and I, PD is Pastor Dan Abraham Thomas Jr., and I are mindset coaches. And you want to stay tuned as we have over 60 years of collective wisdom that we are going to share to the marketplace. Miss Martha is a part of it. And revolutionize, because that's why when people win the lottery and 5 years later they're broke, the mind never changed about finances, wealth, the understanding. It's the mindset. You know, you heard me say, we got to get rid of the head trash. We got to get rid of the head trash. I've said, successful people do the right thing no matter what, professionally, ethically, morally, and legally. You do the right thing, you're going to feel good. So, love the journey. Every day, love the journey. There's joy in the journey, and you can't write the word journey without joy. Come on. You can't. Joy is in the journey. So if you're not doing something with your life, it doesn't matter how long it is. Oh my goodness. Oh, those of us who are doing something with our lives will have long life because we're on a mission. We are in alignment with our assignment to change, to help change other people so they will have a long life. If you're not doing something with your life, it doesn't matter how long it is. It's not enough to just survive. Stop. We aren't surviving. We are thriving. So our mindset is thriving. Our bodies are thriving. The work we do is thriving. Your gifts will make room for you. You will see doors open, opportunities coming your way because you have the key. And the key is mindset. So yes, you're going to be able to enjoy all the things you want to enjoy. Yes. But you're going to enjoy even better who you are in the process. I'm telling y'all, I thank God for the revelation, for the keys, for the wisdom to know what it truly is that will make it a reality. When I change me and become the best authentic me, and when you change you and become the best version of you, nothing will stop you. Nothing. Oh my goodness. Wow. I got to be honest and tell you, this has been bottled up inside of me. There's times I would, because I've read this book years ago. And then when I went back to it to be able to share it with you, I said, oh my gosh, whew, when we get to this point, it's just new revelation. It's not the stuff. You'll get the stuff. You'll get the house. You'll get the lifestyle you want. But my God, who you become in the process is even better. So, any questions about anything that I've shared today? Comments? Oh my goodness. Wow. And you don't want to miss. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss. And I would say, definitely go back, watch this again, share it. We have a mission to let others know what it is that will get them to their designed life, the life of their dreams, as a fulfilled dream builder. Any comments, any questions before we close for today? I take it you enjoyed it. The name of the book, Phyllis, is John Maxwell, Put Your Dream to the Test. Put your dream to the test. All right. And Phyllis, if you would like, in the meantime, till you get the book, would you like me to send you the dream test? I can do that as well. And then you can take that to have an idea even before the book comes, where you are. So just let me know. in the comments. Just say, Coach KG, send me the dream test. I hope the eyes of your understanding have been enlightened. Oh, the dream test. Would you like the dream test? I can send that to you through Messenger. Miss Martha says she's just medicating and meditating on it all. Yes. Yes. So Phyllis, if you like that dream test, and did you get the title of the book? I'll put it up again in case your phone took that part away. Put your dream to the test. All right. All right. Well, whoo, I get totally full by being able to share this with you. And you're going to get your own revelations too. You're going to get your own. Just stay with it. Stay with it. All right. Okay. So again, I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be in my new home. And you know what? It's going to take time for me to get it totally like I want, but that's okay. Because see, I strategically plan my time. But one thing I don't ever leave out of my day, and that's working on my dream. Because as I work on my dream, I'm working on me. And once I know and am my best self, the dream will come true. And the same for you. This is Karen, Coach KG Gilliam, your host and coach of Turn It Up Thursday. You know what you need to do. Have a good weekend. See you next week.